We got the media team in here. We're the media
team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
Spin the block.
Yo.
Wack 100.
What up, bro?
Yo, I'm on stream right now. 18,000 strong up in the building. Listen, I was just listening to a newly dropped Young Thug interview, and I don't know, it was interesting. Your name came up.
Oh, okay. Shit, that's the norm.
Well, it came up. Well, I don't know if the interviewer tried to bring it up in a slick way, but Thug kind of handled it well. He handled it well. He basically said you unk. He said everything, you know what I mean? He said he got respect for you. He believed you got respect for him. He don't think you'll be speaking ill of his name. I don't know. It felt like it was like a setup question though. Or maybe he never heard everything you've been saying recently.
Man, listen, bro. I don't know what the big deal is,
Well, here's the thing. I think everybody's moving away from the narrative of kind of what you accepted, and everyone is saying that
If there's no narrative, yo, look, here goes the thing, bro. Listen, a murder's a murder, a robbery's a robbery. If I go out and I commit a bank robbery today, right? 6 months later, it's not going to be robbery on Walmart. It was a bank robbery because I went to Bank of America and stuck the place up, right? Okay. So, people don't control the narrative. The situation controls the narrative.
Well,
you understand what I'm saying?
Well, the new narrative is that everybody was hating on Thug.
What people can do is manipulate the narrative, but the situation controls the narrative. What's very unique about this, it don't matter what you say. It don't matter what I say. Everything we broke down was based upon we heard the individual say on interrogation tape. And things that we heard, on the release audio, right? The release audio, it wasn't no snitching going on that. The interrogation is when a lot of the rules was broken. So it doesn't matter what, you can go over here to Big Bank, you can go to Loon, you can go wherever you want to go. You can go to Black, you can go wherever you want to go, right? It doesn't matter what they say, because what's unique about this situation is we heard what that individual said. Doesn't matter.
Well, Wack, I've been telling you, I do believe that, depending on how many friends you have, the situation could be interpreted a little bit.
No. It can only be interpreted different if you don't have something to gauge it. In this situation, it's not like I'm saying, hey, I heard this. You like, Wack, you heard that? Yeah, I heard this. Well, Mac, maybe he meant this. There's just nothing to talk about because we're all listening. And I'm going to be real. We had the same interrogation tape 20 months ago on the Hunter side of Clubhouse. It's on my replays. The difference is we didn't really hear it all because it was distorted. Trap Lord Ross wrote the shit up. If Trap wouldn't have did what he did, right? What we listened to, the first 20, 30 minutes, it was so distorted, I never got to the end of it to hear that shit. Take my number, call me if you need me, don't tell nobody about it. First time I heard that was on Trap Lord's content. Because Trap did, but wait, stop. You heard that? Heard what? He said this. Let me rewind it. Press play. Oh, shit.
Wait, so
it's a different play.
So let me ask you a question, because at a point in the interview, it says, yo, somebody give me Wack number. Like, if Thug, Thug seemed like he rock with you. If Thug's like, come on, I rock with you.
Here goes the thing. I came on your show.
You'll change your mind.
I came on your show.
Okay.
You knew what you were doing. right? You knew Wack Thug. You was telling your chat, depending on who people are, it's going to dictate what they're going to say about you.
I still believe
said
that.
Part of me, and I came on the show, and you said, Wack, you seen the shit? Yeah, I seen it. Sweet and spicy. Right? Cocktail, right? So you said, what do you think? I said, bro, what I'm seeing is not right. He did bad, but I won't call him out his name. Remember that?
I remember that.
Okay. I was cool.
You doing some picking and choosing a little bit. Like
no, I don't do no picking and choosing. I said, what I'm looking at is wrong. What he did was out of line. It's telling. But I won't call him out his name. That I left it there. When Pee-wee came on here, getting disrespectful, and your chat had agreed. I didn't start that. I was calm. I was cool. But Pee-wee's a little kid. He always been emotional, and he been trying to make a name for himself all his life, and he been unable to do it. He hollering, he screaming, he defensive. Why is he defensive? Because he see what it is. So what he's gonna do is holler, scream to keep the mother attention off of what we talking about. When he started to disrespect QCP, I asked one question. You saying you speak for Thug? What did he tell me? He said, I speak for Thug. So this disrespect that's coming out your mouth about my brother, you saying this is what's coming out of Thug mouth. He said, yes. At that point in time, I did what Wack does. Now it's on. It's on now. You didn't brought disrespect to a respectful situation. That's a violation on your side. And then that's when I went up. So if Thug called me, whoop, bro, what you mean? What's happening with this shit about P? Paru, I'm getting straight to it. I ain't doing. You think I ain't got calls? You think Birdman ain't called me? You think niggas ain't? Hey, listen, nigga disrespected P. I don't give a fuck nothing.
I think if he calls
Let me slow it down.
I think if he calls you and he says,
P,
Wack,
and I don't give a fuck nothing.
What do you think about like whatever tape or whatever? I think you're gonna say, nephew, you just did a little bit.
No. Listen, bro. Hey, bro, I got people that ain't here. I got people that's disfigured. You know what I'm saying? I got people that aren't the same mentally, right? Because of violations. We ain't harboring no fugitives. That ain't what we doing. Like, I'm gonna tell it. I come from this shit. Thug came in this rapping and got his whatever. But I whole look like bite my tongue. You're talking to the police. Paru, that's a violation.
So let me
That's it.
Let me ask you a question.
I don't give you, me, him, them.
Wait,
I got niggas that love me to death, will live and die for me. If they saw me doing that on the tape, they gonna say, big homie, we poured up front. Come get your issue. That's what this is, bro. Ain't no.
Let me ask you a question though. I feel like Thug been on a street podcast tour, but no street dude is saying what. Why are you the only street dude saying this? Because no street dude is saying that what he did.
Well, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
It ain't another street nigga in the game that got my credentials, right? And that ain't scared to speak their mind. Some of these niggas is scared because they got dirt on their mother jacket. Some of these niggas is scared because they might need a favor. Some of these niggas is scared because they trapped where they at right there and they ain't got the money, power, respect, or resources to fight a nigga back. I don't give a ain't no in this industry bring enough to silence me when I'm asked a question. It is what it is, bro.
So wait. So do you think the podcast did you see the podcast, by the way?
I just got through watching it when you called, literally.
So wait, so do you think that like there's no
your name came up too?
Yeah, I know. It came up before. That's what I'm saying. Thug brought me up. That's why I said I felt like he was reaching when he brought up your name to Thug.
See, here go the difference, right? I'm gonna tell that nigga in his face, nigga, you tell it. Y'all didn't watch me interview 2-3 people. Not only would I tell him in his face, he telling,
You
I
would do
will
that to
pull
Thug.
your
Stop it.
paperwork out. I will pull your paperwork out and make you read it. I don't give a. It is what it is. So I don't know. Maybe niggas be having their teams with them and they nervous. That's cool. My team with me too. Wherever they say you bad. I say Gumby. It's enough of your homeboys and my homeboys here. We can go out there and get out. Watch your mouth. Right there on the camera. I'm not. Some of these. I don't know what made them a street. Right? Today, I'm not a street. I'm a nigga that come from the streets and understand it because I take meetings in Beverly Hills and on the 80th floor, right? So what I'm saying is I don't wake up hustling in the streets. Some of these, I don't know where their credentials come from. Maybe they got them from their uncle or big brother. I don't know. But Loon or Big Bank, and I stand on this, and they both got my line, will never call my phone and tell me Thug didn't violate the code of the streets in that interrogation. And any nigga that call himself a street nigga to say that is and I use whoever that may be, whoever that may be, that say they're a street, that say what they witnessed Thug do in that interrogation tape with them police and a violation to the code of the streets, ain't telling and cooperating with the police, use a eating, and I stand on it.
I would love to hear you have a conversation with that individual because y'all are both.
I've never heard Loon agree with what Thug did in that tape. I think what Loon did was took the position, these are selected questions I want to ask, and that's what it is. But if you ask Loon what Thug did in that tape, ain't no way Loon gonna say that ain't a violation. No way possible.
He definitely ain't gonna. I don't think he gonna say that. You know why? That's his friend.
Huh?
Wack. If it's your friend, there's no foul. If it's not your friend,
no, that ain't how that works.
This
bro.
is how the streets work, Wack. Like we've been seeing it.
Listen, before Roscoe got beside himself, I told you, Thug violated in that interrogation. What he did was absolutely wrong and is telling. But I'm not gonna call him out his name. People wanted to hear me call him a snitch at the time. Right? I had enough respect for him and our relationship prior to Wack. Is that right? No, that's wrong. Is that telling? Yeah, that's telling. Now, I done told you what I done told you. Now, if you can't take that and say, well, Wack saying the nigga didn't violate it, then maybe you slow. I don't know. At the time, before they started disrespecting bro, I sat on the sideline. Wack, what's the score? 0. 0 to 10, what you give him? For his gangsters, 0. That's it. So I don't know nothing about that. Bro.
Hey, did you hear that song? One of my favorite songs by him is a song where he calling out the rats. He said, Gunna a rat, Woody a rat.
It's a whole lot of these.
Yak a rat.
Gunna's a rat. Woody's a rat. Jack told too. Remember, I'm the one released that goddamn content.
You know,
right? But guess what? Guess what?
You know, I like that verse because he basically said all these niggas ratted but me. I like that.
Okay, well let's do it like this.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Saucy Santana, right? He's right.
Yeah.
Who else we got? Lil Nas X. Can we agree?
Yeah.
Right? And Puff Daddy, his ass too. That's it, right? It's what it is.
It is what it is. Yo, wow.
So if Puffy was to say, Saucy, you, Nas X, you would say, you are the pot calling the kettle black. You're too.
Yo, Wack, I think you say this because, like, if you and Thug did an interview like I did with 6ix9ine, you not.
I'ma tell him. Hey, look.
No.
I'm gonna be real. Right?
Wow, I got 5,000 on that one.
I will have
5,000 on that one.
Let's make it 50.
But Wack,
hey, listen.
Nah.
I'm from Pacoima, homie. The Valley, 818. projects called the Knobs. I'm original baby gangster. Ain't nobody bigger than the program, homie. And you ain't never seen me sit in front of a mother and not repeat to him in his face what I've already said. Show me one.
Nah, that's true. I give you that.
It didn't happen 4-5 times. That's
I do
what it
think
is.
Thug is a different case. But I'm gonna be honest with you. What I've realized.
What do you mean? Thug is a different case. How?
Because I've never seen people this side. Yo, I've heard people come out loudly and just disassociate or call somebody whatever.
Bro, you gotta look. Let's go through the podcast base. Joe Budden, yourself, Gillian Wallow, Drink Champs, Vlad, acted us on some real shit respectfully when it comes to what I know about this industry, where I've been, the time I done did, right? Could have had this conversation. Nephew them out of Philly, I think his name was like Oskino or something like that.
Okay.
He got some credentials. But Wallow, come on. Wallow wasn't a nigga in jail. He wasn't in there for no gangster shit. And he wasn't in there doing no gangster shit. He gonna tell you that. Philly, real Philly niggas gonna tell you he's just a rapper. Right? You know this shit. So a lot of these people, when it comes to this subject matter, are gonna see it their way, but it ain't the way of the rules, bro. It's just not.
I feel like more people were vocal about definitely 6ix9ine, but definitely Gunna.
Cause they racist. If 6ix9ine would have been black, the whole New York would have stood up for him. But because he was a little Latin kid, getting money, dominating, they was already hating on him. We already watched this shit. Max B on his way home. The paperwork is out. His brother Pooh Sims is saying he told, we found the paperwork. He's gonna come home in New York because he's black. Gonna stand with him. What you want to bet?
You think so? Well, I mean,
Let's
nobody
bet.
well, maybe nobody knows about whatever paperwork you're talking about.
Everybody know about it. We put it out on the 100 side about a year ago. It's right there. Bullshit.
Man. So you're telling me if you had an interview with Thug, you would tell him like, Thug, I'm gonna be.
You violated blood power rule. You did too much talking. You was telling. That's it. Ain't nobody bigger than the program. Dead homies. What you talking about, bro? What else am I supposed to say?
Hey, listen, sir. Hey, you know, I'm a civilian, so I can't stamp none of these things. But I was watching Big
That's
Bang.
it, like-
I was watching Big Bang, hoping Big Bang would give us some clarity. He didn't. And then this guy right here, supposedly some super street dude, he was just skinning and grinning. Like it didn't feel like.
Big Bank in Atlanta. Maybe you trying to save her a relationship. But I bet you this. Big Bank, I guarantee you this, will not say what Thug did on that 2-hour interrogation tape is solid and ain't wrong. He will not deny that the violated and it look like you cooperating, working, and we gonna deem that as telling. Ain't no way Big Bank will ever say, because for Big Bank to say that tells us he'll do it too. For you to say what you saw was right means that you will handle a situation the same way.
Well, I was just shocked that they were blaming other people. Like, they're basically saying people are hating. Do you think you're hating on Young Thug?
Hating on what? Ain't no hating on, bro. We're looking at the interrogation. That's it. There's no hating. The truth can never be considered disrespect. There's no hate. That's what it is. It's right here, bro. That's it.
Like, if you ain't give him a pass, he probably would, right?
What?
You gotta give him a pass.
Give who a pass?
Thug.
Pass for what? What you mean? You mean to say we didn't hear what we heard?
He did a little bit of flirting, talked a little bit too much, but like, it wasn't all the way.
Nah, and see, this where you civilian, you gotta shut up.
It was like foreplay. It wasn't really fucking. It was foreplay.
Ain't no you told a little bit.
It's a little bit.
Ain't no you told a lot. Ain't no you cooperated a little bit. You cooperated mild, medium, spicy. No, cooperating is cooperating. Any form of it is a violation. That's it.
Wait, so
or hang it up, go to church, as they say, drop your flag and be normal and do what you want to do.
Hey, I'm taking the perspective of another street dude. 1090 Jake, he said he ain't snitch, he told.
1090, look, snitching, telling, working, cooperating is all a violation.
That's what he said. He said he didn't snitch, he told.
Bro,
That's crazy.
Snitching, telling, all a violation, bro. Listen. The R word is the R word. Yeah. You got oral, you got anal, you got forced this, you got that, right? But it all falls under the R word. Give us the violation. Whatever style you did is wrong. And that's cheating, right? Yeah. She can go over here and kiss it. That's cheating, right? Mm-hmm. She can go over here and walk through the beach holding nigga's hand. Cheating, right? She can go over and give a nigga her phone number. It's cheating, right?
Yeah, but
are you going to say any of those are not cheating?
Nah, all of those are cheating. But when it comes to telling, like, there's something called talking too much.
No. Ain't it's what it is.
We gotta have a little bit of leeway.
There's no leeway. Tell that to the people that ain't here no more. Tell them you all of a sudden want to factor in leeway. Tell them that.
Well, for Thug, we gotta make an exception. Come on.
There's no, hey, bro, listen.
Come on.
It's content. It ain't nothing. Ain't none of these gonna do nothing, but it's content. And I'm running it up on every that come across my table because he's been playing for my downfall. You come across my table, I'm over you real good.
Wait.
But Thug, it is what it is. I think the worst is yet to come. I can foresee Atlantic, Warner, 300 not re-upping because they're in the bidding war for Gunna, right? I can see them showing Gunna that they side with him. They want to do business with him. I believe Thug gonna do half of Gunna's numbers, 40, 50, right? He did it to himself. If he would have got out, dropped his music, not been attacking this dude, you a rat. I ain't that stupid, bro. Like, I know if I'm a car thief, I know I'm a car thief. I'm not going to be running around calling everybody car thief in hopes that they don't figure it out. I'm never going to mention car thief out my mouth ever in life. So that's what was so crazy, bro. It's like he got out going so strong at these people. But damn, you right there with them.
Yeah, my thing with Thug is that, I'm a civilian, so I don't care if he did whatever he did, do whatever. I think him trying to portray himself as a victim, or this is only because people are hating him, is a little crazy. I mean,
it's no.
He came out with
Woody. Look, for a whole year, I said Woody a rat. I saw Woody at No Jumper. What did I tell him? You're a rat. That's it. But Woody said Thug ratted on me first.
Wait,
that's commandment one. That's commandment one. And the 13, the New Testament of the YNs, you can get it on Amazon. Commandment one for the YNs, if you snitch on me, I can snitch on you back. It shows the new law.
You told Woody he's a rat to his face?
Definitely. What you mean? I told my dad, the rat. He said, what you mean he a rat? Told he a rat. My dad wouldn't shake his hand after that. My dad been to the penitentiary. He's a pastor, but he been to the penitentiary. But I accept Woody as a rat. He's a rat. When I see him or he text me or call me, it's content. I'm not talking about breaking the law, committing a crime with Woody.
Like, you gotta stop, man. You did not do that, man.
No, Woody a cool, but he ratty.
You ain't do that, man. Stop it, man.
Bro,
Stop.
no jumper 2 weeks ago. Go pull it up.
Stop it. Wack, if Thug call you and be like, yo, OG, why you switch up on me like that, OG? OG, why
I
you
ain't switched up.
You gonna be
Ain't
like,
no
yo,
switching
why
up.
you online talking about me like that, OG? Like, I would never talk about you like that.
Well, the first thing I'm gonna tell him is you sent Roscoe out there the wrong way. You was wrong either way. Ain't nobody going at my family, bro. Nobody.
But yeah, okay, all right. So for you, you're still standing on the same points that you're saying. And despite he said kind words about you, he didn't say nothing bad.
Listen, I said kind words about him.
But you still
I
think
think he made the wrong decision when he sent Roscoe out there to represent him, bro. I'm telling you right now, QCP, Birdman, top dog. You don't gotta ask where I stand. You might want to get at me before you get at them, because I'm coming. I ain't like these. See, I run into a
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
What's going down, YouTube? Clubhouse TV. We back at it with another one, man, and I appreciate y'all checking out the content. But as y'all heard, man, Wack went off on Young Thug after he sat down for an interview recently and mentioned Wack's name. Y'all already know when that happens, Wack ain't gonna stay quiet too long. Academics hopped on, listened to the content. He dropped Wack's name as well, along with Wack. As soon as he listened to it and commented on it, as you heard, he called Wack up, and this is the content that happened. Now, he definitely responded, and he went all the way in. Now, Wack has some heavy words for Thug, as you heard. Now, Thug tried to slide Wack's name in the conversation, and you already know Wack ain't gonna be having nobody using his name for sound bites, and he's always been blunt and unfiltered. Now, he pointed out that if he spoke on Thug, it was about the facts, the paperwork, the Rico situation, and what's been going on in ATL. He reminded everyone that he never fabricated anything about Thug. But once Thug mentioned him, Wack felt the need to respond and check it directly. Wack also called out the bigger issue, saying that Thug's really just deflecting instead of dealing with the problems inside his own circle. People flipping on him, snitching, the betrayal, people like Roscoe running their mouth. Thug wanted to bring Wack's name into the mix. Wack wasn't letting that slide. He made it crystal clear. Don't use his name to shift the attention on what's really going on. By the end of his response, Wack sent a clear message. Handle his cases, focus on the loyalty issues in his camp, and stop dragging him into drama he ain't got nothing to do with. Wack said he ain't never even been Thug's enemy, but if Thug keeps mentioning him, he's gonna treat it just like that. So, Young Thug brought Wack's name up in the interview, and Wack fired right back with no hesitation as usual. Another day, another fire response from Wack. Y'all let me know in the comments. Did Wack cross the line bringing Wack up, or did Wack go too hard in their response? Let me know what you think about the content in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I drop new content. Subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive Wack 100 content. Any questions, suggestions, need me to advertise for you on my channel with over 40,000 subscribers, just get at me on IG and I'll get right back to you. As always, certainly appreciate you checking out Clubhouse TV. On to the next one. Peace.